Hi everybody, it's Maria from Blue Rain Orchid, and I have your cards shuffled and arched for your August Thursday, Friday the 4th through Thursday the 10th reading, okay? So how I said, I've already shuffled them as a general read for a large population, and I'm going to go ahead and start pulling out cards. This one doesn't want to come out alone. Okay, so here we have one. They're pretty vocal today. Here we have two. And then let's try to find the third one. Okay, so here we have your three cards. I'm going to go ahead and get the deck out of the way. Shove him over here. And here we have our three cards, okay? So we'll continue to do how we normally do. You can pick either card 1, 2, or 3, or you can have the full week reading. Sorry, I got kind of crooked. So we have card number 1, card number 2, card number 3, or you can do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All right, have you chosen your cards? Let's go ahead and get started with this then. Here we have card number 1, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And you know what? Let me push this deck out a little bit more because he's a very vocal deck today. And I don't want him talking in the video. Okay, so here we have card number 1, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We have nurturing as our card. Is the keyword, sorry. So I want you to take a look at this Mama Earth, at the Pachamama or Gaia or whatever you want to call her. Take a look at just how abundantly she's covered in flowers, she's covered in life, she's covered in the universe. Her dress is kind of like a universe, you can see that here. And then she's got the flowers growing on top of it. But take a look at her. What's she doing? She's breathing life into what? She's breathing life into all of this abundance, all of this lushness, into emotions, into growth, into stability. She's blowing life and nurturing everything. So if you chose card number 1, that is your topic. What are you breathing life into? What are you nurturing? Are you nurturing yourself? Are you nurturing others? And more importantly, are you nurturing yourself? Because most of the time we will give until we're empty to everyone else and we're drained. And as soon as you're drained, honey. You need to start giving to yourself. You need to start charging yourself. Otherwise, you can't do that for anybody else. So I want you to take a concept of this for just a second. This abundance, this lush earth here, is your family, is your job, is your friends, it's your children, it's education for your kids, it's possibly your own education, it's all of this kind of stuff, right? But because you're giving and giving and giving and giving, and you're putting in all of these beautiful flowers, and you're putting in all of this energy, and you're giving so much breath and so much life to all of this other stuff, what happens to you? I'm going to try to zoom in here so you can see this. Do you see over here? This part, it's just like rock. There's nothing growing here. And right here too, it's rock. There's nothing growing here. These are the outskirts. These are where she's not giving her attention. Can you see right here? There's kind of like some rock too. This part is kind of like being overgrown again. But here on the edges, there's nothing growing there. That's what will happen to you if you don't give yourself nurturing love, if you don't give yourself attention. All right? So It's wonderful you're nurturing everything else. It's wonderful you're nurturing your family. It's wonderful you're doing all of that kind of stuff. But don't forget yourself, because you'll be barren. All right? Okay. Card number 2. Or Monday, Tuesday. We have promise. Now I want you to take a look at this for a minute, because every time I pull this card for a client, they're like, but Maria, I'm already married, or Maria, I'm not looking for love, or anything like that. Well, yeah, that can be that. It can be a relationship and promise of a relationship. But look at how tiny that is compared to the whole other card. This is just a part of the promise you have. Love is just a part of the promise you have. And it could be loving yourself. It doesn't have to necessarily be loving somebody else or somebody else loving you. Okay? Your promise is that no matter what is happening at the moment, you'll go back through the cycle. Okay? So here we have some trees that are like in winter stage, right? Is what it looks like. But let me zoom in again. We can see they do have some little blooms. Okay, so we can say like this one is going from fall into winter. It's starting to go to sleep. It's in a death mode, right? But here we have this one that's coming out of winter. It's spring here. It's starting to grow new buds. There's your cycle. There's your promise. No matter what seems bad at one moment, you'll have a regrowth moment again. So here we have, let's say it is, because night is up here, let's say this is the day going down. It's dawn. It's twilight, right? The sun is going away, darkness is coming. You're in a dark spot. But what happens with the day? It'll come back around. So the night will be down here, right? And you'll have dawn, and the sky and the sunlight and all of that wonderful stuff is going to be chasing away the darkness. This is your promise. You are in a cycle, and your cycle will continue forever and ever until, depending on your beliefs, until either it ends completely or you reincarnate. Okay? But even in the darkest moments, dawn is coming. Even in the saddest, coldest, deathly moments, spring is coming. You always have a promise of a new beginning. All right? And that's what new moon is, a new beginning. Okay. Card number 3, and I'm very vocal today. I'm sorry about that. Card number 3, or Tuesday, Wednesday. Stillness is the key word, and I want you to take a look at this. It looks, I'm sorry, it looks kind of creepy, right? It might be peaceful to some, it might be creepy to some. The willows that are kind of drooping, and some of this darkness here in the back is kind of giving it a little bit of a creepy feeling to me. So I'm assuming somebody else is picking up a creepy feeling. But how often do you allow yourself to just be? How often do you meditate? How often do you journal? How often do you just sit down and just be? How often are you still? Now I want you to take a look. Even the water is still. Can you see that? Everything is just calm and still. And why? Because you need that. That is part of your nurturing. This is part of like go with the flow kind of a feeling. So that way you know your promise and your new beginnings are coming. When you feel like you're drowning, don't fight it. Quicksand, if you fight quicksand, honey, you're gonna go down faster, right? You just be still. And that's what this is telling you. So, if you chose the full weekly reading, your reading is pretty much saying, take care of yourself. All right, this is what your reading is saying. Take care of yourself and be still and know that no matter what the problem is, you have a new beginning. Okay? Or it can say, your new beginning is taking care of yourself by being still and accepting your life and being happy and calm and meditating and taking care of yourself and nurturing yourself. All right? So this video got super long, and I didn't want it to be that long. I hope my rambling was useful to somebody. If you want your own reading, I do personalized readings for you guys. You can message me or email me. The information should be down below. Thank you so much for giving me about 10 minutes of your time this week. I love you guys so much. I'm so honored to read for you. Thank you so much. Bye.